Okay, let's get started. We're going to open our Premiere Pro. Click on new project. Then on the project name, you type, I'm going to type Introduction to Premiere Pro 2022. And the location, choose the location. In my case, I'm going to save it in Premiere Pro Tutorials here. Select folder, it will be there. And then at this level you can select the media that you want to import, but for me I will not. We shall do it at a certain level. And then I'm going to click on create new project. Okay, I hope your project workspace, when you open it for the first time, it looks like this with the panel here, and these other panels right here with the timeline here. These different panels can be resized, as you can see. You can resize them. You can make one big, you can make another one large, like this. You can see the essential graphics. When I click on them, they open up like that. When I click again, they minimize like that. When I double click, it increases in size, and then a double click, it goes back in size. Effects, and I click on them, creates a drop down with a search here, like that. Legacy title, like that. You can resize it back to its original position. The resizing gives you maximum optimization for your panels, the flexibility with them, which is very good. And now this window, when we come to the workspaces, under window workspaces, you can see by default when you open it, it is in all panels, which is the very first workspace. When you're doing the editing processes, you may need to change your workspaces depending on what you are doing. Like for example, if you're dealing with the audio only, you may need to change to a workspace which is like that. And then when you're doing that editing, the cutting and select, you may need to change your workspace to, you come to Windows workspace and then come to the editing workspace, which gives you a bigger timeline for your sequence and a bigger view here, and so on and so. If you're dealing with the effects, you may come to the effects workspace. If you're dealing with the essentials, the graphics, and so on. Now at this level, we are going to create a new sequence, and we shall have a sequence in our timeline here. A sequence, it's where you define the settings of your video. For example, if it is a size, you can define it in the sequence. If you want to create a new sequence, come to File, come to New, and then click on Sequence. The shortcut is Ctrl N. And then after clicking on Sequence, this will pop up. And when it pops up, click on the Digital SLR, come to the drop down of 1080 pixels, and then for me I edit my videos in 30 frame rates per second, but you can choose any frame rate. This is a DSLR 1080 pixels, 25 frame rate. This is 24 frame rate. We shall talk about the frame rates in a different video, but now for me I normally edit my videos in 30 frame rate and 1080. Now when you're done selecting this, you can come to settings. You can see the frame size. Horizontally it is 1920 or 1920 horizontal pixels, and then 1080 vertical, that is 16:9 ratio. And then you can leave these ones the way they are. If you want to give it a sequence name, you can also give it a sequence name, but I'm going to leave it as sequence 1. And then after, you can leave these ones, the tracks and the video, the way they are. Click on OK, which is down here. After clicking on OK, it will create a new sequence for you. Now you can see our video, our program panel is displaying sequence 1. And now we are going to import media to this sequence, and to resize this program sequence panel a bit, and I'll make this somehow bigger because this is our project panel. Now one of the ways that you can do it, which is simpler, is I have some videos with me here. I have some decoration clips. I'm going to highlight all of them and then drag them to Premiere Pro and then drop them in this sequence timeline. And then they say this clip does not match sequence settings, change sequence to match the clip settings. No, I'm not going to change. I will say keep existing settings. It's because the sizes and frame rates I used to record these clips are different from the sequence timeline settings, but I want the sequence timeline settings, which means the videos will be resized to the sequence timeline. Now I'm going to zoom in on my timeline to see the videos very clearly by just pressing the plus, which is on your keyboard, the plus on your keyboard, or if you want to zoom out, I will just press the minus on my keyboard. Minus zooms out and then the plus zooms in to see the video more clearly. What you're seeing here, these are the time codes for the videos. Now I'm going to drag them to the very beginning. Around there. Okay, if I put my playhead here and then I'm going to mute because I don't want that audio, and then you can see those are my videos per now. Those are the videos that I have loaded in. Now what you're seeing, I'm going to highlight this, put it in video 1 and put the audio in 1, and then mute audio 1. The M here is for muting the audio if you don't want to listen to the audio. Now you're seeing V1, V2 and V3. These are the video layers. For example, if I want a video to be on top of the other, it means that the video behind will not be seen. Let me say if I want an overlay video for this, which I'm going to do here. Oh, let me first unlink the audios, which you might do by either clicking here or you right click and then choose unlink, and then I drag that video up there. Now the video which was behind cannot be seen. For example, if I turn this top other video off, you'll see the video which is behind, like that. If I enable the video which is on top, you will not see the video which is behind. You will see the video which is behind that video. And to continue, this is V1, V2, V3. You can also get this other one and link it, and then when you put it on top here, you'll not see these other downer videos, but when I turn off this, you'll see that video, and when you turn it off again, you'll see another one like that. But okay, I'm going to undo everything that I've done. Okay, we were there. I've undone everything. Ctrl Z is undoing, or you can come here to edit and then do undo, Ctrl Z. Okay, that is so far what we have seen. You can now import. You can now deal with the different videos, putting them in different layers and then unlinking them. Next, we are going to see the different tools. By default, your program opens in the select tool. The select tool helps you to move around the clips like this. You can drag them up, down, and then what you're seeing down here is the audio file, and what you're seeing up here is the video file. And now the select tool helps you a lot in moving this playhead across over like that. It helps you to select the different resizing, things like that. But now I want us to talk about another tool, which is the razor tool. Razor tool, as you can see, it is like a razor blade. Automatically it does cut. Now when I activate my razor tool by clicking on it, and then when I come in the video, when I come on my video file and then click on that video file, you can see now it has created a cut. And if I go back to my select tool, I can select out my first cut of the video. As you can see, this has been separated from the video tool, from the video file that we had before. But if I am to undo that, you can see now there was no cut. If I'm to redo it, that was the cut which came after. By activating the razor tool, the shortcut which is C, you press C on the keyboard and then you just it changes to that tool, and then you cut like that. Sometimes you may need to cut on the where the playhead is. Just get to the playhead and align and cut like that. I can do several cuts on one video. Previously it was one video, but now it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 clips. We are going to edit out these clips very well and then see what we shall get out at the end of this video. Okay, I need to undo all those cuts that we've done, and then we watch frame by frame these videos, and then we cut out something that at the end of the day we shall produce and it looks good. Now if you want to delete this space, I can either click on that space and then make the videos get closer. When I click on it and then press delete on my PC, or the other thing is I can click in that space and then I report delete. I right click and then report delete. This video will get closer to it. This. Now I'm going to get to the very beginning of my video and then play sequence frame by frame as I watch my video and see where I want my video to begin from, and I begin the cutting. Now if I want my video to begin from that point, I will get to my razor tool, cut, and then I press delete on my keyboard, and that video, the first video, I never wanted it, and then play again. I may want to stop here and then I cut and then get back to my select tool, select the second video, and then either I right click and then I say report delete. The report delete deletes and then pushes the videos which are in front backward. As you can see, when I've undone, right click, make sure that you right click in space, right click, and then report delete. That one pushes the video backwards. Or you may, I'm zooming in my sequence, you may do clear. When you do clear or delete on your keyboard, it leaves some space in here, which you may either right click and then delete. I think you've learned that. And then I'll play my video again where there are decorated chairs. I need to begin from here, go back to my razor tool, come here, cut. Here I had unlinked with the audio file. I'll cut both and then go back to my select tool, highlight both of them, and then come and right click and report delete. Then it will push backwards. I'll come back here. I'll need this to play from that point to this, which is enough, and then get back to my razor tool, cut both audio and video, and then get back to my razor tool, my select tool, and then right click, then report delete. Now get to this. I will play it up to this point. Just need this when it is in focus. Okay, get to my cut tool, come here, get this, cut. Now press delete on my keyboard. I'm remaining with space, then delete like that. As the process continues. Interesting. Cut this, then get back to the select tool, and then delete the remaining part. Okay, now this is what we have so far. Lays out like that, comes to the chair, and then to that, like that. I think that is cool so far. Yeah, these are the video clips that we imported. Now we've cut out the different parts we never wanted, and now that is what we have. When you're working, don't forget to keep on saving, because anything can happen. If you've not saved, you'll go back to 0. Now, I personally don't want these audios which are here. I'm going to unlink all of them by clicking on this, which unlinks. When you click on it, now when it is activated, the video is linked up. When it is deactivated and I click on the video link on the video again, now you can see I can click on the video, it is alone, and even the audio file is alone, as like that. But the basic way to do it is to click on the video, then right click, and then click unlink. This will unlink the video from the audio. Now you see I've unlinked the audio file and the video file, these two, and then I'll have to unlink each video file like that from the audio. Right click on the video file, and then like that. Even this one, I have right click and then unlink. And now I'm going to highlight all the audio files which are down here, then delete them. Now I have something which has no sound in it. Okay, we're going to add some effect in this. For example, the fade in. Now we were previously in the different workspace, that is the editing workspace. Now I'm going to load the effects workspace. This is the effects workspace, whereby I have my effects right here, and this is oversized. I'm going to resize it again. My source panel was oversized. I'm going to resize it again, and now I have my program sequence here. And to click on effects, come to effects, and then search for, it is called dissolve. Block dissolve, and I need cross dissolve. Now when you're playing this, you can see it is at this point. I want to apply my dissolve. I want to apply my cross dissolve here. It looks like a fade in. What I will do, I will come to dissolve, and then hold down and drag to my video. Now when I play this, it will be like that. I want it also here. To put my dissolve here, and then I put it even on the last one here. Just hold down, drag the effect to the place that you want it. Now you may need to add some text. There is a tool which is called the text tool. You can see it right here. When you put your cursor on it, it will bring type tool T. Click on the type tool and then put your playhead. If you want it around here before, it can work. If you want it directly on top, for me I want my text before the videos. I'm going to put it here, playhead before the videos, and then type the word. I'm going to type the word deco. And now after typing the word deco, I'm going to get back to my selection tool and come to Essential Graphics. Essential Graphics gives you options to edit your text. I'm going to resize it. And then I want to change the color, the fonts. I need a special, position it in the center. It's bold. Okay. I'm going to drag it near to these clips and then trim it backwards. Now when I play, you can see deco, and now that comes in, which looks now plain, but it looks good. And trim it again backwards like this. Okay, we've talked about select tool, razor tool, and text tool. You say the select tool helps you to move around the video, razor tool helps you to cut, and the text tool helps you to add text on your video. You can add several text on the video the way you want it. And then when you want to edit, to change the edits, you come to the Essential Graphics and then click on edits. That's when you can add the different edits to your text. Now you're done editing your video and you want to export it. What you do is I'm going to get back to my select tool. We want to export our video. We are going to come on file, then come down here to export, and then media. We are going to export media and then click on media. The shortcut is Ctrl M. Then after clicking on media, this loads up, whereby they're telling you media file. This is the file name that will be saved. Now for me, I want it to be saved as decor video. We choose the location, come to Jose work, and to save it in tutorials, Premiere Pro, then save it as decor video, and to save it here. And then when I click on the presets quality, I want it in high quality, 1080 HD, but these are other different qualities which are available. And then make sure that in the format it is in H.264. Make sure that this is checked. If this is not checked, you want to export another different quality. And make sure that the video is turned on. You may leave the captions, we shall talk about it another day. These are turned off, effects turned on, metadata, like that. Now these are it shows you the estimated file size. For my case, it is 28 MBs, and you can leave it as entire source, and then here scale to fit. Okay, now I'm going to click on export and it will begin encoding. You can see encoding sequence, estimated time remaining 8 seconds. It is done encoding. We can check it out where we saved it. That's all we had for today. I hope you have learned something. Keep up for more tutorials coming. If you have any question, send it on my Instagram account that is on the screen right now.